What's up, excellent programmers? Welcome to your first React tutorial to become an excellent React developer. So, the first thing that we are going to need is Node.js. You can download your Node.js, and also you can get your Visual Studio Code editor. So Visual Studio Code is the code editor we are going to use. This is what professionals mostly use, but this is more of a personal preference. So what you need to do first is to create a new folder. After creating a new folder, then you can drag and drop it into Visual Studio Code, right? After doing that, before we talk about that, what is React? React, this is a JavaScript library for building user interfaces. These are official ReactJS documents, right? So you can check them online. They're very good, super amazing. So this is a basic definition for ReactJS. Yeah, it is declarative in nature, component based, learn once, write anyway. So it is platform independent, right? So I hope you are getting that part. So now let's go inside our Visual Studio, and I want you to hit Command J or Control J if you're on Windows, like this. So if you do Command J, then you can create a new terminal, and then set into site your directory. Like mine is it's called basics. So after doing this, there's a command that I want you to write. It's called npx. So if you say npx create react app, then you give a name to your project. So mine is called basics. The reason why I'm not going to run this snippet of code is because I've already done it, so I don't want to repeat it, right? So but if you run that code, if you hit enter, it is going to generate a boilerplate for you, a startup project like this one. So after doing that, you can hit Control J again, and then if you say npm start, it is going to start your project, and this is what you are going to get. This is the startup project we have for our React um, boilerplate that is being generated by what? By npx. So npx is part of npm. It's part of node package manager, right? Hope you are getting that. So let's dive deeper into explaining some few things right here before I can talk about React in depth. So you say we have app.css. This is just a way you do your styling. This app.js, app testing. So the thing that you have to do first is to make sure you do the cleanup process. I would like to do this cleanup process where I delete unnecessary stuff like these ones. Usually these ones you will not need them. Yeah, let's move them to the recycle bin like this, and then you will come to. So if you go here, you face some errors. Don't worry, still fine. It's okay, we can fix that one. All we need to do is to make sure we remove everything inside the header tag, and also we remove this line of code because they have deleted the log. So see, no more error, right? So let's write an h1 tag. So this is called JSX. JSX, right? So let's just say let's learn React basics like this. So if we check this auto reloading, you should update here. Let's learn React basics. So super amazing. I hope you are loving it. So let's look at some files that we have here so that you can understand. So these are node modules. These are all your dependencies. These are all your dependencies, right? So this is coming from npm, right? Yeah. And then we have the public fold. That's where the logos were. That's not really not that much important. And we have the app.js. This is our main, our root component, right? Where are we rendering this app.js inside here? This is where we have the app. You see, this is the component app.js. This one here. So we're using it right here. This is React strict mode, which add additional information which allows us to do the testing, which will give out warnings when errors okay, right? I hope you are getting it. So this is the document dot get element by id, and then we have this element with the root. So what are they trying to say here? This is what they are trying to say. So if you go to public, you see this index.html. So before you learn React, you need to make sure that your HTML is good, and also your CSS, so that you don't get confused. So this is a div with the idea of what of root. So this is right here. Where is it? If we go to index.js, you see. Or let me just do like this, so that you can see very well what we are talking about. So this is it. You see, this root element is this one. So React is known as a single page application, like Facebook, like Instagram. So what happens is that everything within the root component app will be injected into this root root ID, into, and then into one HTML into one HTML element or document. So we don't have like multiple HTML pages in React. We have one. So every component we have, it will be what injected into that one HTML document. I hope it's making sense. Don't worry, this is just an introduction. This is the beginning. So I wanted to just explain a few things. So I hope you are getting it right. So this is for Git version, and then this is all our dependencies will be listed right here with this testing library, with the React DOM, React script, web vitals. We have the scripts. This is the scripts you use for starting your project, for ejecting your project, for testing your project, for building your project. So these are the commands with the start, build, test, eject. Right, so these are some of the things that I wanted to show you. uh, so with that out of the way, let's there's an extension which I want you to get. This extension, where are the extension? Yeah, extension called the an extension Redux, this one. Yeah, ES7 React Redux snippets. You can get that one. Same as with this one, ES7 React. So you can download this snippet. It is very, very important, right? So just make sure you have that snippet. Super. Now let's for instance, let's say you want to create a new JS file. So I will go to source here and I will say maybe eh, so uh, so let me, I just want to demonstrate the use of the snippet, that extension. So using that extension I can say RFCE, say to generate for me a reactor function like this. So this is a functional component. Okay, getting it. So let's talk about a few things here that I want us to talk about. So React is component based. What do we mean if we're saying React is component based? So have you ever visited in Amazon? Let's say you have visited in Amazon. You visit in Amazon. You visit Amazon. You visit. Let's say you visit Amazon website. So you will find out that on Amazon website you have the header, and then you have products, you have another products, and you have the foot. So everything in React, it is component based. So we are saying the header is its own separate component, a product is its own separate component, and a footer is its own separate component, and then they are placed together. So you can create like a, a reactive component called header.js. You can create another one called product.js. You can create another one called footer.js. So that's what will be meant by component based. So now I want us to talk about there are two types of components in React. We have class based components and the functional components. What we mean by class based? Yeah, these ones a bit old. These ones are a bit old way to write React. Um, these new way to write React. So these ones are a bit complex. This we just want to do a comparison quite easy, right? So this one, they are based on what we call, we use React life life cycle methods, and this one they make use of what we call hooks. So now so these ones are like they have something like this. So we have something like this. We have in where we are going to have something like an input and an output like this, right? So we have what we call the input here. We can have an input and we can have an output. So our output can be JSX. This can be JSX. What we render on the web, what we see on the web, if what in simple terms. So our input can be what we call, e.g., can be what we call props. I hope we are getting it, because still it's still an introduction. So this was just an introduction to React. In our next lesson, we're going to dive deeper into React. So stay tuned. Thank you for